Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. Today we're playing Mono Red Tron. This is a deck that Floyza created and a couple of other people have done decently well with. I'm taking a couple of tweaks to the main deck and I'm taking the sideboard that Floyza actually recommended me specifically. He's in the Familiars Discord and this is the first place he posted that list. So in the main deck, I'm going down on 4 Fiery Cannonades. I should probably describe this deck. So this is a mono red mid-range control deck that is abusing the Tron lands in the end game. So the idea is you're just going to use cheap removal. Firebolt and Lightning Bolt are my 1-drops. I added the Firebolt. Fire Prophecy and Volcanic Spite are the same thing. They deal 3 damage to a creature, and you can put a card from your hand on the bottom and draw a card. So it's like filtering. 3 Fiery Cannonades to sweep, and then 3 Rolling Thunders to close out the game and to also sweep. We have 4 Commodores to get the Monarch and make an advantage, 4 Self-Assemblers for card advantage, Boarding Party is card advantage, and then over here another large creature, an Oliphant, which is also can be cycled to get a mountain. Now what Floyza said was, the Tron lands are weird in the deck, but what they do is Urza's Tower is really a 3-for-1 because it's 3 land drops in 1 once you have enough colored sources online. So that makes sense. We're not prioritizing Tron, we're just using it to get an advantage. And I'm cutting Filigree Familiar from his deck to put in Lembas. I think this is a good card to have for more scrying effects. And long term, you can just play and sacrifice the Lembas over and over and over to get more life, which I think is good. I'm not sure if I want like 3 Candy Trail, 3 Lembas, but I think prioritizing low curve is good, so I'm going 4 on the Candy Trails. Then we have the Expedition maps. In the sideboard, we have Cast Into the Fire for Glitters, Flaring Pain for Strands, Red Elemental Blast for blue decks. Pyrite Spellbomb, Floyza said, is for the protection from red creature, and 3 Relics for Flicker and for Terror decks. So that is the list. If you're interested in getting the first hand, check out the Familiars Discord where the person that created this deck has been hanging out. And then if you want to know more about me and my decks that I like to play, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Kalikais. Make sure to like and subscribe in this video. Check out the Pauper 2K in Binghamton, New York on February 24th, which I will likely be at. And that's all my stuff, so let's go into the matches. Round 1, we're versus Tyrex, who likes to play horrible land destruction nonsense. We have lands, so I'm going to keep. Aha, they're on Citadel Gate, so CawGate this time. Let's play Candy Trail and start looking for Tron. We can get the Self-Assemblers on the table, that'll be good. Okay. Our opponent actually said, I wish I was on Ponza. So I don't want this land. Guess the Lightning Bolt's okay. I can pass the turn. Play a Sacred Cat and a land. So I can play the land and bolt the cat, or I can just go for the Lembas. I think I would rather play the Lembas out. We could have a Spell Pierce here. That would make the Lembas go away forever. Darn. Lame. Okay, so they're going Preordain. Okay, they're holding open Counterspell. Go land, play Expedition map. Likely gets countered. All right, well, let's just grab our tower then. Not countered, they're just holding it open. Plays Modern Age. We know they don't have Counterspell in hand. Right now we have 8 mana. So we can go Self-Assembler. Grabbing another one, hold up, and then play Candy Trail and cycle it, and also hold up in Lightning Bolt, maybe? Alright, so play the Self-Assembler. So yes. Oh, also, we noted that Volcanic Spike can put back if you have extra copies of Self-Assembler in hand. Let's Candy Trail. Map and Rolling Thunder. I think I want both of these. I'm going to draw the map right now. That way next turn I draw the Rolling Thunder. Okay, they discard a Modern Age. They can't attack with the cat. They might have a Journey. There's a Journey to Nowhere. They only have 2 cards in hand. We're gonna get Rolling Thunder right now. So let's map. If I grab the mountain, then I can get the Rolling Thunder online, start playing Oliphants and stuff. If I grab the tower, then I have to use the Oliphant to grab a mountain. I'm gonna get a Tron land anyway. Tower. The tower is a big land drop. Play Self-Assembler. Do they have Counterspell this time? They do. That stinks. Alright, so let's draw a card. Okay. Feeling pretty decent. So if they don't, I guess I should Lightning Bolt the cat. Then make them bring it back. That way I can just Rolling Thunder their board. And then they'll be out of cats. So they went top bottom. Plays a Modern Age. Okay. Discarding a CawGate. And a tower. I'm going to play Oliphant here. We have a big creature. There's, I have another counterspell. Pretty annoying. Let's go ahead and kill this. Putting back a land. Alright, Self-Assembler. I like that. So we can Self-Assembler on the next turn. And then play double Self-Assembler, basically put 8 power onto the table. Right now they're looting again. Loot's a Sacred Cat. Very good value for them. They're playing Deep Analysis. Okay. That's pretty good. So that's a 4 for 1. Which is kind of brutal. Let's play Self-Assembler. Then I'm going to grab another one. And play Commodore. And yield until the next end step. See if I can take out the cat right now. Okay. Cat's dead. Your turn. So they won't be able to take the Monarch back this turn. They do have a flyer. They've used multiple counterspells. The only way that they could stop my Rolling Thunder here is a Strands that they would have to keep up. I think I had just attack with everything. Oh, they have another cat. The cat's coming back, I forgot. Let's see if they just tap out of Strands. That would be the best. Exact the cat. Oh, plays a Hawk. Okay. Let's see if they go Hawk and then cat, and then we can just wipe the board, play a Self-Assembler and attack. This is going to be 3, 4, 5, which is 5. We can play also the Self-Assembler. Okay, Squadron Hawk on the table. I think this is looking good for me. 3, 4, 5. Yep. We'll go Rolling Thunder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill those. Play a Self-Assembler. And we have none left to find. Okay. Attack with everything. So you're going to take 9. Next turn they can play Cat, and they can also play Squadron Hawk. We have Candy Trail plus Expedition map, so we can fetch out our cycle land and then play Candy Trail and cycle. Or we can just try to find more mana with the Tron lands. But that's like mana neutral mapping for that. They're brainstorming. They still have Sacred Cat in the graveyard, which they can bring back. There's Guardian of the Guild Pact. So right now we have them dead by attacking, unless they bring back the cat. And then they can block the Self-Assembler. So if we can find a removal spell. Okay, so let's go map. Rack the map, grabbing the cycle land. Lay out the Candy Trail. This gives us a lot of looks. Gonna bottom and bottom. Gain and draw. Cycle. Did not find anything. So right now, if I attack with everything, they can block this and kill it. So I guess I just attack with the Self-Assemblers. Then they don't block. If I attack with everything, then they have to block. Then this is 8, 9, 10 off of this, putting them into 1. All right, let's just attack with those and yield until next end step. They're likely just going to gate up the cat. Wow, they block with the cat. That's a surprise. Okay, I guess because the Guardian is unblockable here. They want the Monarch back. But then they can't Strands the Self-Assemblers. It's a strange decision. We draw a Commodore, okay. We're going to take the monarchy back regardless. They're going to be able to play a couple of Sacred Cat, or Squadron Hawks, because they still have 2 left in their hand. We're going to go to 24. Now they're the Monarch. They did not gate their Guardian. It looks like they're going to Hawk, and then maybe Hawk again, and then hold up Strands. Strands on red, killing the Commodore maybe? We'll find out. Journey to Nowhere on the Commodore. Okay. Plays a Preordain. So let's see if they play another Squadron Hawk. We're still drawing for turn. Plays a land. They're passing. Okay. Well, I'm going to attack. So you must block with the Hawk, and I take the Monarchy. Not that taking the Monarchy matters here. Maybe I should have not attacked with both. No, because then they wouldn't have had to block. Now I am the Monarch. Okay, I'm the Monarch again. They're going to counterspell my 5/2. Okay, I'll play another one. So these played 3 counterspells so far. I guess I'm looking for like boarding party and stuff. That's the turn. End step, we draw the Rolling Thunder. Okay, so we can dome them as long as they don't have Strands available. We've got 11 power on the table. They only have 1 Hawk left. Think we got it? Playing another Guardian. No, 5 mana for Lorien Revealed. I don't know how they're going to get out of this one. They can play Cat into Squadron Hawk, have enough to block, and then we just dome them for a ton. All right, solid. Okay, let's try sideboarding. The Floyza recommended bringing in Flaring Pain and Red Elemental Blast. I'm not sure that I agree with Red Elemental Blast. I don't know, like, what are we going to stop with that? We're just going to protect our things with counterspells? Feels like just removing everything they have is maybe better and just getting in. I like the Flaring Pains, and then maybe I'll just cut the 2 Firebolts. Maybe Fire Cannonade's probably not that great. So we can cut the 3rd Fire Cannonade for a Red Blast. And a Firebolt? Okay. Alright, I talked myself into it. Cut the Firebolts for the Red Blasts. We'll follow your lead. Okay, game 2. We've got Red Source, Power Plant, let's keep. We can Volcanic Spite and Lightning Bolt. They play a land. Alright, we're going to go Power Plant, Candy Trail, looking for lands. So none of those are lands. Bottom them. Hoping to find a second land before I have to get the Oliphant. Our opponent preordains. So here, based on our hand, our plan is to just kill everything and then play the Monarch. So we're hoping that they don't get something going. We find a land. That's great. So I can Mountain Cycle, play my Mountain, and then I'm going to pass with Lightning Bolt available. So if they play a Squadron Hawk, I'll just don't bolt it. They do nothing. Okay, fair enough. Play a land. I will draw a card, I guess. Nah. Let's pass a turn. Because we could use Volcanic Spite to kill a creature and then put the boarding party on the bottom. That's the most expensive, or the Rolling Thunder on the bottom. Okay, Guardian of the Guild Pact. Strong. Power Plant. Not great. Pass. So, boarding party not good right now. I mean, the Commodore's not good right now. This is really bad. Really bad situation for me. Oh well, I'm playing the Commodore. I need the card. Flaring Pain's good. So they have to not have a removal spell here. They're gating up their Guardian. Getting in. Okay. We go to 16. They become the Monarch. So Blue Blast wrecks me. Okay, fair enough. All right, we're going to concede. How do we deal with Guardian? We basically don't. So we just need fast Tron if that's the case. Try again. I feel like I want land destruction creatures. I don't think I can keep this. Okay, this seems keepable. Double Lembas. Put back the Rolling Thunder. Keep. Put back the Rolling Thunder. Mountain. Pass the turn. We've got mana. They play a tap land. Okay. Let's go ahead and Lembas. Put the Flaring Pain on the bottom and draw a card. Versus mine's good. So I guess we play the Candy Trail and Scry. See if I want to just use it. Lightning Bolt, Red Blast. Guess the Red Blast is good. Lightning Bolt we don't need right now. So now I can just draw a card. Then we can protect the Lembas with the Red Blast. Okay, cast Lembas. Looking for Tron land. Okay, Tower. Play that. Probably should have played the Crater actually. That was a mistake. Because I could have played the Self-Assembler on the next turn here. So now I think I'm just going to crack the Lembas on their end step. If I don't like bolt something. Okay, just crack the Lembas. So our deck gets shuffled. Play this Crater. Pass the turn. So if they play Guardian the Guild Pact, we can Self-Assembler and get that chain going. If they don't play anything, we can maybe, well, if they play like a couple dinky creatures, we can bolt one and then Commodore with, okay, Squadron Hawk for the opponent. Okay. It's a Squadron Hawk. Plays a Preordain. So let's see what they do. I'm going to yield until the next end step. They go bottom, bottom. Let's kill this. Crack the Lembas. I'm not sure if that's useful or not, but I like doing it, I guess. Put it back in the deck. Volcanic Spite. So let's try to play our Commodore. We get wrecked by double Hydroblast here. If they have just Counterspell, we can beat that. We have the Red Blast right now. And they have double Hydroblast. Okay. Squadron Hawk for the opponent. Two more Hawks. Plays Modern Age. They played Modern Age discarding a Guild Gate. I'm concerned that they have a Counterspell here. Let's spite this Squadron Hawk and just put back the Flaring Pain. Finding a Candy Trail. Okay. Power Plant is what I was looking for. So bottom, top, play this land. We're gonna draw a card. We draw the Power Plant. So next turn, if they don't have a Counterspell, we can play both or multiple Self-Assemblers in one turn. Don't know if we're gonna be able to take this game, but doing our best. We're at 32 life. They discard a Preordain. Jam, Lorien Revealed looks like. They tapped incorrectly though. Okay, they're tapping correctly this time. Here's a Lorien Revealed. So there's a high likelihood they have Counterspell in hand, but we don't really have a choice. We just have to go for it. Okay, they don't have Counterspell. They're playing Squadron Hawk. So now we get to go Self-Assembler, Self-Assembler. And hopefully we find something good here. Expedition map. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5. If I get another tower, all right. Oh no. Oops. Go Self-Assembler. Yes. Alrighty. Play another Self-Assembler.
Yeah, go over for her coming in and
We're gonna grab another Self-Assembler. Sounds good. We'll be right back. So now we've got 8 power on the table. On my upkeep, I need to grab another tower. They play a second Basilisk Gate, so they can go pretty all in. They gate that creature, so we're taking 8, 9. Taking a very large amount, 13, 15. Okay. Oh, just 13, because they can't attack with the Vector Glider this turn. Just 13. We're gonna crack this on upkeep, so we don't draw that land. Grabbing a tower. Draw for turn, Rolling Thunder. Tower. Let's swing out. What costs 2 mana? Destroy Evil. Okay. So they're going to take 4 here. And then I go... This is 4, 2. Okay, play a Self-Assembler. grab a self-assembler. I haven't killed them. I'm gonna kill both their creatures. 1, 2, and then this is 6, 7, so 4, 7. Blast you. All right, so we're putting them into a problem position now because we're going to attack for 8. They play a Citadel Gate. So they're going to play 2 creatures. They are behind. Squadron Hawk. I mean, if they find another Basilisk Gate, we're dead on their turn. So that's their last Hawk. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the last Hawk. They only have the 1 creature. Passing. Tapping some mana. I just don't know what they're doing. I've been considering that for a while. Find an Oliphant. So the first thing I'm going to do is attack with everything. Is this going to be an Echoing Truth? Another Destroy Evil? Okay. So you're going to take 4. Going to 9. Play a Self-Assembler. My last creature is Oliphant. We have no more Self-Assemblers left. If they have a Hydroblast, we're probably dead. Because this is going to get countered. Just counterspell, okay. So I need a removal spell on my turn. Or a Boarding Party maybe. Or Rolling Thunder. There's plenty of things that could win the game, but we're probably going to lose because they have a lot of power in play. 15. Okay. We don't have any reach creatures. We have a Red Blast. That doesn't do anything. Alright. GG. We're here in round 2 versus Albert 0. Starting out 0 and 1, unfortunately. But that's okay. We're going to bounce back. Right now we have no lands, so we're going to mulligan. 1 land. And a Candy Trail. I guess it's happening. We can put back the second Self-Assembler at least. And hopefully this Candy Trail into Lembas finds us another land. Take that risk. Our opponent is on black-white, which I do feel good about. But we have to find more lands. Candy Trail. We did not rip a land, so a Self-Assembler on the bottom, tower on top. If we're going to find another land, an additional Tron land is pretty decent. I think here we have to go Lembas. They're going Thraben Inspector, so it could be Black-White Blade, it could be the Affinity version. I just have to find red lands and I have to find Tron lands. There's a mountain. Okay, so that's pretty good. So we could play the mountain and pass. Plan on cracking the Candy Trail on end step. We can hold the Fire Prophecy or the Firebolt. Looks like they're going to core Skyfisher. Yeah, they pick up the Thraben Inspector. I suppose the best plan for me to use all my mana is to go land, bolt the Thraben, and then, I'll bolt the Glenhawk. They're picking up their land here. Picks up a clue. We have Tron now. That's pretty good. Self-Assembler. Grab another Self-Assembler. That was a good rip for sure. Turn 3 Tron. We'll bottom that. And drawing another mountain. Pass a turn. So now we have a bunch of life gain. They could have a Tithing Blade. Plays a Thraben Inspector. Okay. So we have 5 plus 3 mana. Plays a core Skyfisher. 1 card in hand. Picks up the Thraben Inspector. They're going to replay it. Let's see if they attack out. Swings. Okay. Let's go land. Get rid of the Thraben Inspector. Well, I'll get rid of the Glenhawk. Play land. Oh, we already played the land for turn. So we can just draw a card with the Candy Trail. Play the Self-Assembler. Get another one. Now Fire Prophecy can put back one of the extra copies, which is what Floyza told me about. We can Fire Prophecy a Skyfisher, put a Self-Assembler back, and then play a Self-Assembler to get back the Self-Assembler, which is sick. Cool combo for sure. And we have Rolling Thunder to close the game. I think our opponent is not going to win. They could have Tithing Blade, go infinite. Okay, they have a Cast Down. 1 card in hand. Gets in for 5. Risky maneuver. So let's Fire Prophecy this. Putting back the Self-Assembler. Find Expedition map. think I'm going to kill this one, putting back the expedition map. Now I draw a self-assembler. Pretty solid. That was awesome. And let's attack for 4. What a turn. Fire Prophecy looking sick. / Volcanic Spite. They're at 13. Probably going to be dead. Plays Omen of the Dead to get back Skyfisher. Man. So they can Skyfisher the Omen of the Dead. Then play the Omen of the Dead again. We have 7, 8, 9. So we can deal them 4 and attack for 8, which is not lethal. Or we can just attack with everything and see what they do. If we find a Tron land, I think we have lethal. They're at 14. Fiery Cannonade. Oh, I have a Firebolt here. So I can Firebolt this, then Cannonade. Let's see what I have on top. Play the Candy Trail. Then they'll take 8. And they have to do a bunch of Omen of the Dead stuff again, and then I Rolling Thunder them. Alright, I do want both of these, I think. Draw the tower. Play the tower. So now we have more mana for the eventual Rolling Thunder. We'll go ahead and... yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Kill this. Or shoot that. Play Cannonade. And then we're going to attack for 8. Put you to 6. And then next turn I'm going to dome you. Play a Core Skyfisher, getting Omen of the Dead, play Omen of the Dead, get back Core Skyfisher, play Core Skyfisher. That's what's going to happen. They're feeling pretty awesome about this, but they're going to feel pretty bad when we just goes 10 damage face. That's funny. I was just having a discussion about BM. I probably shouldn't attack and then shoot them. I should just shoot them. Just kind of minimize the feel bads. 10 damage. Hiya! Bam. Nice. That's Tron versus midrange for you. Well, non-blue midrange anyway. Okay, so maybe we want Cast into the Fire. Cannonade was medium. Relic I don't want. Probably not going to have Crimson Acolyte. They don't have strands. They might have artifacts that matter. I think I just run it back. Like, what do they bring in? Relic? Relic doesn't do anything, really. Alright, we're just a mid-range deck. I don't think any of the other options are better, so I'm just going to submit. Maybe we can double Cannonade them at some point. So the question is whether Lembas was better than Filigree Familiar, and I do think that it was better in that position because we were able to use the Lembas to try to draw into the lands. But maybe this deck should be on 4 Trail, 4 Lembas. Or 3, and then, yeah, that would maybe be fine. I like having card selection is basically what it comes down to. Okay, we've got some removal spells and some way to draw cards. Seems fine. Crimson Fleet Commodore if we can keep the board clear. They play Swamp. No Relic and no Duress. I'm gonna go Mountain Pass. I don't want to Lightning Bolt a creature, but I will. They're going to Scoured Barrens, pass. And then I will go ahead and Lembas. Looking for more Tron lands. There's an Urza's Mine. We have a lot of Commodores in hand. Maybe too many. Opponent plays Thraben Inspector. See if they have a tap land. I think I'm going to Firebolt the Thraben. Get it off the table. Then they can't pick that up with the Core Skyfisher. Get rid of this. They land. And then we'll play the Candy Trail. Oliphant and Rolling Thunder. So I probably don't want the Rolling Thunder. The Oliphant seems okay. Because that gives us another mountain. It's basically just drawing into a mountain. There's a Thraben Inspector. Alright. I feel like they're going to Core Skyfisher now. Yep. Darn. Well, kill this. Then I'm just going to draw a card first. Play land. Let's cycle the Oliphant for a mountain. We have Volcanic Spite, and we can put back the Crimson Fleet Commodore. Somehow they accidentally skipped their turn. That's pretty good for me. Play map, and then play Commodore. That was unfortunate. Definitely not good for them. So we can map for the power plant and then cast Commodore plus the volcanic spite. They play a swamp. Looks like they're going to pallet in here. That's actually not bad for me because I can get in, volcanic spite their creature, deal trample damage, get the initiative, and then move along with my day. They could have snuff out. Okay, we're going to map, getting the power plant, play the power plant. All right, I think what I want to do is attack first. See if they block. They are blocking. So we're going to deal this some damage. Putting back the map. Okay, we're going to do 3 and 2. We take the initiative. Aha! Not today. I am the initiative. Grab the mountain. Play self-assembler. We're super ahead. Self-assembler's back. We draw more cards, draw a candy trail. Maybe we should be on initiative too. Okay, Thraben Inspector for the opponent. So that dies to Fiery Cannonade. They crack the clue. They're looking for a way out. Plays Basilica. Okay, returns a swamp. There's not too much that they can do here. We get to forge on our self-assembler, making it ginormous. Cannonade your Thraben Inspector. Play a self-assembler. And then grab another one. Play that one. And then grab another one. Tron mana. Okay, self-assembler, play the candy trail, and then I can scry, just set up my draws. And they're gonna kill my 6/6. So we have Fire Prophecy and Olympus. These are probably both fine. We draw the removal spell. Next turn we're gonna draw Olympus. We have a ton of mana. I guess we're just digging for a Rolling Thunder now. They bring in a Dust to Dust. Okay. Sort of mid. Picking up a Clue token. They pick up Clue, yeah, okay. Guess they didn't really have any options. Trap you. This is going to be pretty awesome if we can get going with this. Okay, so we have one more self-assembler left in the deck. We'll just go ahead and draw that. Oh, no more are left. My bad. Let's see what is on top using the Lembus. I want that. I want that. Okay, we're going to Fire Prophecy the Glinthawk. I can get rid of this land here. And then just play Commodore. Oh, I also had Firebolt in the graveyard. My bad. I could have just done that. And kept my land. We're still the Monarch. Got the Rolling Thunder. Yeah, that's Firebolt's a 2-for-1. It's kind of sweet. Really should have used it though. They play a Lembus, so they are at effectively 17 life. We've got 9 power on the table, and we can deal them 6, 12. Okay, gets rid of the self-assembler. Pass down on the Monarch. Okie dokie. I think I'm just gonna Rolling Thunder them twice. Oh, never mind. Play Boarding Party. Let's see what we hit. Lightning Bolt would go face. Okay, we have the Commodore. Sure. We become the Monarch again. Play another Boarding Party. Play Candy Trail. Wow. Bottom. Top the Boarding Party. Just go and draw a card. And attack for 12. Yikes. That was value. Next turn we get to flip the throne. Let's see what we flip. They're probably just going to scoop here. I think I want to just Rolling Thunder them dead though. Plays Glinthawk. So they can pick up the Tithing Blade and replay that. We probably get rid of... It doesn't really matter. Let's get rid of the thing that has the least power, I guess. Oh, they pick up the Lembus. That's weird. There's another Lembus. All they can really do here is scoop. They Omen of the Dead. Getting back the core Skyfisher. But then what? Then you die. They have to have a removal spell. Oh, okay. They're going to pick up the Tithing Blade now and replay the Tithing Blade. They were doing a lot of work. You know, you got to appreciate their persistence. I mean, we can get rid of the boarding party and then this tramples through for lethal, regardless. So they could scoop here. They don't want to scoop, which is fine. I love it. Get a giant Oliphant, play the Tron mana, and hit you for 14. Boom. Dome you. GG on round 3. Round 3 versus Bob the Cat. This hand is acceptable. Keep. We're on the play. I'm going to go Mountain into Map. Is there something I have to kill on turn 1? We have the Rolling Thunder. The Great Furnace. Lotus Petal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kuldotha Rebirth on the Lotus Petal. So, and another Lotus Petal. Plays a Blast Runner. Okay. Let's Firebolt that. Play the Smoldering Crater. We're going to pass the turn. We drew Fiery Cannonade, which is really good. So they're going to play Tomb Raider next turn. Fiery Cannonade does not kill Tomb Raider, unfortunately. But that's the price you pay. Land, pass the turn. You can Rolling Thunder away the Tomb Raider next turn. Tomb Raider. So I'm hoping he plays a Bushwhacker here. Does not. Cannonade. So I guess I'm looking for another Tron land, not tower. A non-tower Tron land. Find boarding party. We'll grab a mine, play that, pass the turn. We're going to go to 11 here. Bonk. Cycle 4 mountain. Then I'll play the self-assembler, I think. I could also just kill this. Another Fiery Cannonade. I think I want to have some blockers. This also increases my odds of drawing lands, and if I draw lands, then I can clear the board or play a boarding party. Lots of options. You're going to Bushwhacker. Okay, I will block. So I'll take 5. Now I can clear the board. They did not have a removal spell. We also can go map and then grab the power plant. Make sure we pick the right one. Power plant. Play that. I'm gonna play this boarding party in case I can draw something out of it. Commodore, okay. And I'll pass the turn. Draw for turn. Draw an Oliphant. We're at 6 life. They have a Seal of Fire to kill the Commodore. I mean, no matter what I'm blocking. Nothing, okay. So maybe I can kill them right now? Let's think this through. I can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just Rolling Thunder their creatures. Then I'm gonna cycle for a mountain. And then play another self-assembler. Grabbing a self-assembler. Put them on defense and attack for 11. Okay, so our opponent's at 9. They find Bolt Bushwhacker. That's not enough. Next turn we can Lembus. Bolt plus Bushwhacker puts me to 1. They have to have a... Okay, they have no cards in hand. So we're going to survive here. They kill the boarding party. Should Seal of Fire my Crimson Fleet Commodore. They play the Bushwhacker as a blocker. So what's nice here is we can Lembus. Respond to the Lembus by cracking it. And then we can potentially draw it. Draw a Candy Trail. Let's top that. Play mine. Play self-assembler. Sure. Play Candy Trail. And Fire Prophecy. And just scoop it up. That's fine. I was probably just going to Rolling Thunder their thing, or Cannonade their thing and attack. We did get there. Yes. So. So Floyza recommended that we cut the Monarch completely and just bring in more removal spells. Starting with the ones that can 2-for-1, as well as a Pirate Spell Bomb. So that's what we're going to do. Listen to the man who created the deck. Okay, so we have land drops lined up. We've got removal spells lined up. I think this is a keep. The only problem is if they go wide. Eventually we can Rolling Thunder. Plays land Petal. So they're probably going to have a Kuldotha here. Not the greatest for me. Find a Fire Prophecy. Going to Mountain Pass. They play a land. I wonder if they're going to Bushwhacker me. Plays Experimental Synthesizer. Okay, and what do you rip? Finds a Blast Runner. So that's going to eat a Bolt. So maybe I think I just bolt this here. If I don't draw a land, I have to cycle the Oliphant and play the Pyrite Spellbomb. Okay. Land, Spellbomb. That's the turn. They smash the Spellbomb. That's pretty rude. Not really. Stinks is what it is. I think I have to put the boarding party back if I can. Really need to find Cast into the Fire. Another Rolling Thunder. Cycle. Get a mountain, play that. We'll pass the turn. Then I'm going to Fire Prophecy, putting back the boarding party. Hope to draw a land and then clear some creatures. Friends Resolve. Finds Bushwhacker and Goblin Caves. You're gonna Bushwhacker me? Thing. Kill this. Put back the boarding party. Find a tower. Okay. So we're taking 4. Next turn they can play Goblin Caves and then attack me for 2. I'm going to be able to tower and clear 2 creatures right now. Oh, Candy Trail. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead anyway. Okay, GG. So I just need to keep faster mana or more go wide kill spells, I guess. Try again. All right, what do we got? Pretty good. Let's lead on land, Candy Trail, another Candy Trail, and an Oliphant. So do I want this is like a guaranteed land. I'm gonna bottom that, top the Candy Trail, and pass. Then I'll play the Power Plant, and then hold up to Bolt or Crack. Blast Runner, okay. Play land, pass the turn. I could have played the Candy Trail. I was just kind of afraid of a Smash Smithereens. There's Experimental Synthesizer. They find a Lotus Petal. So that means that they can make their creature a 3/2. See what they want to do. Okay. Bushwhacker. Let's just bolt that. Pass the turn. I'll take the 2 damage. So here I can play the second Candy Trail and Scry and then leave up cracking either of them. Candy Trail. Power Plant, Tower, Mine. Perfect. Pop, pop, play the tower, pass the turn. My plan is definitely to crack the Candy Trail. Then I can play boarding parties. Okay, Ren's Resolve for the opponent. Probably cast that. I don't see why not. Okay, I'm just going to crack the Candy Trail then. Draw our mine. Next turn we're drawing Cast into the Fire. We have Bushwhacker, Epicure. So I probably just play the mine and then hold up. Crack the Candy Trail. Then they're going to go for the Bushwhacker. Land. Crack this. Draw a card. Okay, that's also very good. Nice. There's an Epicure. Just going to yield until here. Give them the idea that I'm F6'd here by doing this yield until attacks. They attack for 6 damage. And we have a Fiery Cannonade. Boom. All right. Feels good. So let's set up the Scry with the Candy Trail. Fiery Cannonade and Mine. Definitely don't want that. I don't think I want that. So let's cast the boarding party. We find Volcanic Spite, so we cannot cast that. No. Then I'm going to just exile your synth and attack you for 6. That feels pretty nice. They Chain Lightning. We can't do anything about it. Hold there an Epicure. All right, what do we got? We can draw a card. See what's on top. Another mine. Play a boarding party again. Looking for Self-Assembler. Rolling Thunder. So we're not going to cast that. I'll play Urza's Mine and attack you for 6. We have definitely kind of fizzled out here. They have another bolt. So our best draw is any of our big endgame stuff, and we got rid of the Monarch. Maybe I keep the Mountain in hand in case I draw a Volcanic Spite effect. They discard a Mountain. I'm at 24, so Lembas would be a really good draw too, because I could gain 3 and scry 2 and draw a card. Scry 1 and draw a card. They're going to attack for 4, putting me to 20. They only have 1 card in hand. Okay. That was not a Lembas. Play the tower. I'll pass the turn. We need to draw something or we're going to get rolled. Plays an Epicure. Probably cracks the Synthesizer. Bushwhacker again, geez. 8 damage. We're going to 11. And they have 4 power on the table. I could really, okay, cast into the fire. So I can exile this or take 4 damage. Just get rid of 2 of their creatures. Pass the turn. Unfortunately, they're going to put another 2/2 onto the table, but this buys me a little bit of time. Hopefully they just find like something huge. An Autonomous Furnace. Pretty good rip. It gives them more card advantage. Attack for 2, putting me to 9. Need Lembas or Candy Trail. We have 1 Candy Trail left in the deck. Blast Runner. Probably close to dead. Candy Trail. And a Self-Assembler. Bottom, top, draw. Play the Self-Assembler. That was really lucky. Grab a Self-Assembler and play it again. Grabbing another one. That's the turn. So now we can block the Samurai. We cannot really block the Blast Runner. We could maybe block it. Maybe discarding, maybe keeping the Mountain in hand would have been better because I could have used the Chain Lightnings. They cracked the Autonomous Furnace, so they did not draw Shatter that turn. Smash Smithereens effect. It can hit me for 3, putting me to 9, but I can kill 2 creatures. And if they only attack with this, I can block it. If they attack with these 2, I'll block those 2. Just take out these 2. Killing the Bushwhacker because they might have a Goblin Grenade, or rather than throw this at me. We can block here and save 3 damage, or we can block here and save 3 damage. I'm going to get more creatures off the table because of Bushwhackers. How many Bushwhackers have they played? 1, 2, 3. Hey, we're at 8. They have a Bolt. If I draw a Firebolt here, I could take out both their creatures. Chain or Lightning Bolt, okay. Rolling Thunder, does that win? 4. Yep, it does. Land. Attack you. Brutal. All this back and forth and we just kill him. 9, 12, 13 damage. Boom. Sorry. Oops, I win, I guess. All right, let's go. Okie dokie. This is round 4. We have a medium to okay hand with a turn 3 Cannonade and a turn 1 Candy Trail. You can cycle for a Mountain if necessary. Luminati likes to play janky Affinity decks that win because Affinity is broken. So cast into the fire post board is going to be pretty important. Last time I saw him, he was on 4-color Affinity, but this is not Affinity. Blue. Let's go Candy Trail. Only loses to a Spell Pierce, but what are you gonna do? They don't have it, or they didn't want to use it. All right, Island. Fire Prophecy and Bolt. I feel like Fire Prophecy could be good. I just don't know if Bolt is gonna be good. We're on Island. I guess I can top both. And then I can always cycle away shuffle away the Bolt with my Oliphant. Brainstorm. So I'm kind of wondering if they are a Fairies deck, because Fairies did pretty well over the weekend from Besu. So maybe those like 1-for-1s are going to be important. Delver. Okay. Go Fire Prophecy on your Delver. Spell Pierce now. I really wanted to keep that Delver around. Revealing a Boomerang. Okay. I could Boomerang their Delver. I probably want to upkeep, mess with them. Cycles and Lorien revealed. Land. If they Boomerang me, I'm going to Cannonade. Lightning Bolt. Counter spell. All right, let's draw a card. Okay, they get in for 2. They have 4 in the graveyard. This looks to be a blue-black or blue terror deck. And we will be able to cycle the Oliphant and then just go for Cannonade. Bam. Irradiator Delver. Fortunately, we really need to start getting self-assemblers onto the table. If they don't have a creature, we can attempt to slam Crimson Fleet Commodore. And if that doesn't get countered, then they have to draw creatures and slam those. And we can maybe get into Tron. And here comes the Terror. Nope, it's a Lorien Revealed. So it's mono blue. I mean, that could be indicated by the other things as well. Mine, okay. Let's play the self-assembler. Getting a self-assembler. Attack me for 10. I would rather not block, but I could maybe double block something. They Thought Scour on themselves, milling Deep Analysis in an island. They do have the Boomerang. Deep Analysis. If they have one more creature, they can just Boomerang me dead. Yeah. Alright, they got me. I mean, it's pretty clear that we need all the red blasts. Cannonades don't do anything. And we need the relics. Firebolt, not good. Fire Prophecy, also not good. Alright, we'll see what happens. We needed fast Tron, and it died. Died a hard death. Relic of Progenitus early is going to be something that we're looking for with the opener. Power plants, tower. We have a bolt. Let's keep this. Power plant first. This way, if I draw mine, I can have turn 3 Tron. Just attempt to cast Limbus. Likely Spell Pierce. I still don't have it. I just don't understand. I'll take the mountain. I'm trying to get creatures on the table, so I'm just drawing as much as I can into those creatures, getting the lands and stuff. Thought Scour on themselves, milling a Deep Analysis in an island. Plays land, Delver. Probably have Hydroplasks. Attempt to Lightning Bolt. Dispel. Okay. I'm just going to crack this right now since it doesn't really matter. We didn't do anything that mattered on the bottom. Just going to get some life back. They reveal and annul. They use the Deep Analysis. We need to rip a mine. Find an Oliphant. So if I play Commodore here, I draw an extra card, but then probably just going to die. I can't play the self-assembler. Whatever. High roll. Gives me a card. They're already on 7 cards in hand. They're just going to Thought Scour themselves. We find a tower. So we can play self-assembler this next turn. They're going to get in for the Monarchy. I mean, we were already buried if they have Hydroblasts. Didn't really have a shot. 3 mana. They cast a Tolarian Terror. Okay, well, I'm going to attack. I can also Red Blast the Terror. Let's go ahead and attack. And attempt to Red Blast the Terror. Pay the ward. They didn't have the Hydroblast before, it seemed like. Wow, they still don't have it? It's a surprise. Maybe they just have it right now. Wow, they just don't have it. Oh man, they're saying there's a chance. They cycle Lorien Revealed. If I find a removal spell off the top, we didn't. Let's cycle this Oliphant for a mountain. Pass the turn. Okay, we're just trading the Monarchy back and forth. They're going to put us to 14 here. Plays a Brainstorm. They're looking for creatures to block with or Hydroblasts. Finds a Cryptic Serpent. I'm going to go for a Boarding Party. The Reveal Expedition Map. I'll cast it. So they could use their Annul. Okay. And they have a Hydroblast. Still going to attack. This seems like a very terrible matchup. They're just gonna ride the Monarch to victory here now. Plays Murmuring Mystic. Great. Okay, Expedition Map. We have an Annul. I will attempt to counter. That resolved. Snap resolved. So if I crack here, I have 8 mana. 5, Or if I crack this way, I have 3. I have enough to play the Oliphant. Getting the mine land. Play the Oliphant. This thing has trample. What are you going to do? X or 4. Okay. We go to 7. Plays a Cryptic Serpent. Galarian Terror. Delver. Infinite Everythings. Let's cast a Boarding Party. Give both of our creatures trample. Has a Self-Assembler. That's good. Another blocker. Right now we can deal 5 damage with the Rolling Thunder. We counterspell the Self-Assembler. Okay. So let's attack with everything. This one gets trample too. And see what they do. Right now we can deal 5 damage with Rolling Thunder. We might be able to steal it if they don't block well. Okay, right now they're taking 9 damage. They decide to block with the Galarian Terror. Okay. Deal that 5, deal that 5. They go to 8. We're the Monarch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna Rolling Thunder, kill this, and this, and this, and this. Draw a card. We drew a Self-Assembler. No! Not where I wanted to be. Hey, draw 2 with Deep Analysis. I think we're dead, Zo. We'd have to find Rolling Thunder and just point it at their face and hope that they don't have it. They're getting in. We're at 6. They have the Monarchy. They have 4 cards in hand. What do we draw? Relic. Okay, let's play and crack the Relic. We're gonna counterspell. Sucks. The Self-Assembler. Grab another one. Play Self-Assembler. That's all we got. So we could maybe live through this if we find life gain via the candy trails and the Lembas and stuff. We are going to just swing out. Our opponent has 3 power on the table. They're going to draw 3 cards. Plays a land. A Brainstorm. When I attack, they have to at least block 1 of them. Right now they can attack for 2 and then attack for 4. So that'll be lethal. Our deck is a little bit janky. So losing to one of the best decks in the format, Mono Blue Terror, not terrible. It's also got the 8 Hydroblast kind of deck. They're going to swing out for 2. Okay. Rolling Thunder 1 time, I guess. All right, what do you got? Candy Trail. First I'm going to attack you. Okay, they don't have lethal on the crackback right now. I'll play Self-Assembler because I really want this Candy Trail to resolve. They don't do anything. Oh no. I passed my turn. Okay. GG. Dang it. So if I had played that and it didn't get countered, we would have drawn into the Commodore most likely. Darn. That was terrible. Let's go to round 5. All right, we're playing versus Oliva Juice. Mulligan this one. Also not very good. We don't have any way to keep going. We need extra cards. One of the things that I don't like about this mid-range style decks is not having card selection or easy, quick card draw. None of this is very good. I don't know. I'm gonna mulligan again. Mulligan 5 feels terrible though. We have Expedition Map. We have a land. We have a second land. Keep this. Put back the Boarding Party. And I guess the Self-Assembler. Just worry about my lands and a little bit of removal spells. And cycle for a mountain, play the map on turn 2. Let's see what our opponent is up to. Probably playing some deck that wrecks us. Goldmire Bridge for the opponent, indicating potential for an Affinity style deck. Play Expedition Map and pass. Play Thraben Inspector. Blood Fountain. I probably just want to leave up all my removal spells, so I think I need to cycle this. For Mountain. Commodore. Okay, land, pass the turn. I guess, best case scenario, they don't have a creature this turn. There's an Ornithopter. That's a creature. Your Enforcer, also a creature. Pretty big one. Yikes. Kill this. Put back the Commodore. Draw another power plant. That's not what I wanted to see. Find another Commodore. Wow. Crack this, grabbing the map. Or mine. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is probably the All That Glitters slash, it's like the Affinity slash Tithing Blade deck. And I don't think we're just straight up dead here. We couldn't beat the Mirror Enforcer because our Fire Prophecy doesn't kill it. And it's pretty much all we can do. So I was recommended to take out the Rolling Thunder or the Cast into the Fire. And then if I think they're on the Crimson Acolyte to bring in Pirate Spellbomb, but I don't think that's what they're on, so I'm going to submit it this way. Multi 5 was terrible. Okay, let's go. Keepable hand. We're going to take that risk. Is that, like... No, we have to mulligan. Right? We have Cast into the Fire. I'll keep it. This is so stupid to keep this hand. The classic 1 land keep. Island Ponder keep. Island Power Plant Candy Trail keep. That's what I say. They mulligan to 6. Play Candy Trail. Looking for a land. Come on, top decks. Did not find it. Not like this. I did this to myself. They play a land. We find nothing. The disappointment sounds. Opponent plays Ancient Den, Thraben Inspector. Yeah, there's no way we can come back. Can we draw a land? Plays Ornithopter. Duress. None of this matters. Power plant, okay. Let's draw a card. Hey, we found a mountain. We can wipe their board. Solid. They deadly dispute the Thopter. Plays a Thraben Inspector. Okay. It's in for 1. Does not get in at all. Mirror Enforcer. Slams in. 1 damage. Land. I'll pass the turn. They only have 1 card in hand, but they have 2 clues. Man. Fire Cannonade, pass. I get in for 13. I'll play Commodore. Pass. Hopefully they don't have a Tithing Blade. Find a tower, so we can start adding creatures to the table. They don't have the Tithing Blade. Yes. They didn't draw it. Come on. Is it Glenhawk? Problems. So I guess we have to block, obviously. Right. That's a 13 power creature. Find a Limbus. Okay. Candy Trail. They said they liked my video. That was kind. But I think we have to bottom both of these. Play the Limbus. The only thing that can save me is a Cast into the Fire. Bottom. I'm dead. Lightning Bolt that. Land. Oh, that was dumb. Okay. I bet if I draw a Cast into the Fire right now, I'm going to be sad. Volcanic Spite. Didn't get there. GG. We'll see you in next time. Okay, so how did I feel about it? Tron. Mono Red Control Tron. It's interesting. There's definitely a lot of cool things it can do, but I don't know if it lines up that well against the metagame. That's what we kind of saw happening. Maybe this was the wrong decision. There's got to be some other way to get fast card selection. So I think that that's really important for this kind of deck. Anyway, that was pretty cool. I will go ahead and get out of here and collect my thoughts. We'll see you in the next video.